He's interested in getting into the drone business, so he's going through that realm. But he's going to be getting a T52 or P150. So we'll have those 3 drones. So every time that we load, send them up in the air and go, we should roughly get about 27 acres done. So within a 9-minute period, we'll get 27 acres done with those 3 drones. With an additional pilot, of course.
Yeah. So you do 1,000 acres a day?
That's my goal. My goal is probably to push even north of that.
Okay.
I think our goal this season is going to be anywhere between that 17 to 20,000.
Okay.
That's our goal.
Gotcha.
And we're very lucky. Like a lot of my acres are pretty flat.
Okay.
One thing I have heard kind of through the drone world is if you do get a P150, go ahead and buy Starlink for it. Just get it done.
Oh, wow.
To help connectivity of it. Yeah, that's probably a lot of the good stuff about drones.
What are the over expectations? Like people buy a drone thinking, probably that I can replace a sprayer with it.
Yeah, that's probably part of it. I think I caught myself doing this numbers of times. Is you have 1 hour that you kick butt, and you get that. Like the best I ever did with 2 T40s was 80 acres an hour. That's good.
Yeah.
My problem is then I start grabbing my phone and doing math. So in a 10-hour day, I should be able to cover now 800 acres, right?
Yeah.
That's not assuming refilling the tank. All these
anything going wrong.
Anything else, going wrong. Generators are in the sun too long and they kick off, or the carbon monoxide sensor goes off. So now your generator's down for 3 minutes. Now you're 3 batteries behind. So now you have 10 minutes of just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting for a battery to charge.
Got it.
So it's a little bit of the bad.
Sure. How many acres do you think now there's going to be a jillion used drones out there.
Yeah.
If someone's looking at getting into a drone, what would you look for a newer guy? I don't know, say he's 1,000-acre farm, 2,000-acre farm, and he's wanting to do a couple hundred acres a year with it. Maybe his wheat fungicide and maybe insecticide and beans, and let's just say his fungicide on his crops. And say he's not doing it on say he's doing it half, 1,000 acres.
Yeah, with 1,000 acres with 1 T40, if your ground's fairly flat, with 1 T40, you can probably get that done in 3 days.
Okay, got it. What should a guy look for if he's looking at a used drone? What should he steer away from? What's kind of the used drone market of?
That's the problem, and just because people don't know, nobody knows really where the market's at. Everybody's just setting a price, seeing if it sells.
Okay.
I get to a point so like my T40s right now, both have, 5,000 acres on them. I haven't had to change much other than props and a little bit with the sprinklers. Everything else has done great. So if you see a drone out there for less than or around that 2,000 acres and you're getting it for under 16, 15, it's a pretty good deal.
Okay. That's a T40?
T40.
Okay.
If you get a T30, where I think T30s shine is if you're trying to do very, very niche or a lot of turning, just because it doesn't turn, it goes forward, over, backwards, over, forward.
Some more maneuverability.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And also you're not flying as fast. So if you're dealing with a lot of trees. Yes, Josh.
Yes.
But with that too, we talk about how fast these things can fly. You can run a T40, and if you up the gallons to 2.5 gallons and or reduce the flight rate by 5-6 feet per second, it's going to do just fine.
Got it.
Like when I do pasture jobs, I'm dealing with hilly ground. 2.5 to 3 gallon an acre rate. Slow it down to 21 feet per second. And I have had no issue with my radar, with my T40.
Okay.
But if you sit there saying, I just want it to go as fast as possible every given time,
it's going to throw all kinds of issues.
It's going to have issues.
Sure.
one little fun fact for fellow pasture spraying drone people out there. One thing I learned real quick, and this would even be for hillier ground, never go straight up or straight down a hill. Go perpendicular with it.
Got it.
Because of the variation of height is going to be less. So then you're going to throw less radar or throw less signals to the radar.
Okay.
So
there's going to be some people on here that are like, I don't care at all about drones. And there's going to be some people that are like, I was really thinking about drones.
yeah.
And if someone say Josh Pretzer is thinking about having some work done with the drone.
Guys, if you've liked the information that you've seen so far, go ahead and check out the full-length podcast on our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. It's also on all the major podcast platforms. We're constantly dropping info and more content on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Check it out for a lot more content.